What was the Jacksonian Revolution? Although Andrew Jackson is known for being a controversial figure in evicting Native Americans, leading to the Trail of Tears, he is also known for the Jacksonian Revolution that transformed America's political system. Here's why. Jackson was the first president to have come out of the middle class, and his time in office did much to spread the power of the middle class. Also, it was the first presidency to embrace the attitudes and looser morals of frontier America. Third, it led to the rise of the spread westward and the idea of manifest destiny. Jackson was the first president to have come out of the middle class, and his time in office did much to spread the power of the middle class. Andrew Jackson is known for many different things, whether it be the $20 bill, sending the Cherokees on the Trail of Tears, or founding the modern Democratic Party. But what made Jackson's role in politics so revolutionary was he was not an Englishman. He was Scots-Irish, who were culturally different from the English, and the English considered themselves superior to the Irishmen. It was his Scots-Irish identity that drove the Democratic Revolution. Robert McNamara said, "As a proponent of the common man, Jackson's time as president marked a profound change, as it signaled the opening of great economic and political opportunity beyond a small aristocratic class." One day, Andrew Jackson was known as the brave boy of the Waxhawks. When Andrew didn't shine his black shoes correctly, his resolute and tough-hearted spirit was brought to the surface when his officer tried slapping him in the face with a sword. In reaction, Andrew holds up his arm and hand in his self-defense, rather than cowering. The second reason why the Jackson Revolution was revolutionary in American politics is Andrew Jackson had the first presidency to embrace the attitudes and looser morals of frontier America. It was Jackson's frontier mentality that shaped his reputation and gained him support from others like him. He always rewarded those who supported him as a common policy, but many considered this to be bribery. Those who crossed him were met with a duel, and Andrew Jackson, in his lifetime, participated in over 100 of these duels. He also believed Congress to only care about the well-being of the wealthy, but he, caring about the common man, did what he could to more empower the role of the president being himself, and over time he gained more and more power and control. One of the times that Andrew Jackson did what he could to thank and reward his supporters was when he threw a large party in his inauguration day. One of the guests at this party, Margaret Smith, said this about the mob at the party. "But what a scene did we witness! The majesty of the people had disappeared, and a rabble, a mob of men, women, children, scrambling, fighting, romping. What a pity, what a pity! No arrangements had been made, no police officers placed on duty, and the White House had been inundated by the rabble mob. We came too late." End quote. At Andrew Jackson's inauguration party at the White House, he opened his door to all commoners and had over 200,000 guests present. The chaos escalated so much to a point that the president had to jump through a window to escape the crowds. Security had to even lure the drunken guests by setting alcohol up outside to get them out of the White House. This was Jackson's last large party until the Big Block of Cheese Day in 1837, when he wanted to get rid of a 1,400-pound block of cheese he was given a couple of years before. He had kept the cheese sitting in the White House ever since, and the smell of it let out a very strong aroma surrounding the area of the White House. The third reason why the Jacksonian Revolution was revolutionary to American politics is it led to the rise of the spread westward and the idea of manifest destiny. Jacksonian democracy wanted national expansion so that the United States spread from the east to west coasts. This resulted in him endorsing a policy that encouraged what is now known as manifest destiny. He ended up taking a lot of land away from the Indians, and they had to leave their homes. Immigration changed voting laws so that America transformed from a republic to a democracy, and even some women and minorities ended up losing their voting rights because of this. John O'Sullivan said, quote, "Claim is by the right of our manifest destiny to overspread and to possess the whole of the continent, which Providence has given us for the development of the great experiment of liberty and federated self-government entrusted to us." An important story, considering all of this, is about the Indian tribes. The Cherokee tribes were forced to leave their homes and were stripped of all their rights and freedoms. Later, after this happened, though, many slaves and women ended up reacting to this in order to have their own freedom and the rights they deserved. Slaves that rose together had a saying about their white masters and cruel owners that said, "One day your head must bow as low as ours," meaning one day you must die too, and death is what makes all men equal. So in conclusion, the Jacksonian Revolution transformed America's political system because Jackson was the first president to have come out of the middle class, and his time in office did much to spread the power of the middle class, and it was also the first presidency to embrace the attitudes and loose rules of frontier America. And thirdly, it led to the rise of the spread westward and the idea of manifest destiny. Thank you.